Gamers, we did it again. Bringing you a bleed variant of shield charge, this time on Blood Mage. This build's a bit of a banger. Like, this is hardcore SSF, obviously, but if you're in a trade environment, you can take this build. There's so much room for growth. I'm really happy with this build. According to PoB, the bleed damage right now is about 178k second. Pretty fucking good. Apologies for the French. Sometimes it just comes out, you know how it is. Yeah, let's all. This is a tier 16 map. I think I show it up in the top right corner. Yes, with a boss. Same playstyle. I'm using like the one tap resonating shield into the stun with bone shatter. And I don't know why, but overwhelming presence kind of makes the quality look a bit weird sometimes. Even do a little breach to so that it can do these things. I don't dodge content in hardcore most of the time. Like if I don't get characters ready, I won't do it, but I'm gonna try and do everything. Oh, quality is not the best, so I apologize. I don't know why it's happening. I was just trying to rush to the boss here, but I ended up nearly clearing the whole map. But obviously the remnants are really strong too for survivability. 6.5k HP, which is very nice. I went with energy shield and armor bases. I think like if you had with better gear, you could easily get like over 1,000 energy shield too, which would be kind of nice. But yeah, so the one tap resonating shield into the bone shatter for clear. I actually did have some trample toes drop in hardcore SSF, but I didn't want to use them. Obviously, there's way more options for you guys if you do this in trade. Talk about some of them. I go over the gear because Blood Mage is. I think it'll get nerfed personally. It's so strong, and I'm not even going the crit route obviously because this is an attack. I'm stacking HP for the crit damage, etc. Trying to get this crit. Be way too much work in SSF, but it's probably an option for somebody. See if I can show the boss quickly. I did have a shrine, but I didn't take it because I didn't want to buff my DPS. Add it, so to speak. So here's the boss. I'm using Solar Orb for the rage to help generate, but because Infernal Cry also like benefits, and obviously temp chains, we get the makes it aggravated. Oh yes, very nice. Very happy with this build. It was a lot of fun to put together. But yeah, let's bring the game up. Go over. I think. I do have PoB this time, which will be linked in the mobilytics guide. But so if anybody want that instead, there and done. Doing my duty as a novice content creator. How it is? Yes. Gems first. Life Remnants, really, really strong. I went with Dissipate to make it so that you get to your max HP quicker. They only last 3 seconds, but it's more than enough time to get what you need. Cannibalism, Giga Sustain, kind of want it in every life build in all honesty. Bone Shot with Clear, Magnified Effect, Back, Devastate. Even though we're using a one hand, this thing still clears easy. Good charge with Honk Effect, Exploit Weakness, Heavy Swing. Let's get the Rage stacks up. You see 70k bleed damage. It's only a 19 gem. I only have +6 skill gems. You can get this way higher. Then it's doubled because of the Ascendancy node on Blood Mage. And then obviously Infernal Cry also contributes to the bleed because of Blood Mage is bigger strong. Infernal Cry, Pre-Med, Ingenuity, Inspiration, Temp Chains. Makes our bleed last way longer, makes it aggravated. Does Blood Mage mode. Stack. Blood Mage is so damage plating. Armor, people say it's not the best. I'm an armor believer. I think it makes a big difference. Resonating Shield, Armor Explosion, Overpower, Reach, Rage. The explosion just helps like proliferate the Priest Stun to then Bone Shatter. If I was on a 6 link, you could put like extra elemental damage in there. You could go mobility, but like I said before in my previous video, you don't really need to do the mobility because you just want tapping. You can go that route. Solar Orb, Fire Exposure, Font of Blood, Font of Rage, strip away. Biggest thing is the rage on bosses, but fire exposure and strip away will help your fire damage you get from Infernal Cry to hit harder, so pretty good. Berserk, rage is busted, so it gives so much damage, it's actually insane. Kind of a no-brainer, and Overwhelming Presence just out with stunning in clear. Nothing else. Doesn't really help on bosses or anything. We don't need to stun them to get our damage up. Skill tree. My mouse wheel's a bit broken right now. Mouse wheel doing its thing. Blood barbs. This is the whole reason I chose Blood Mage for elemental damage, contributes to bleed magnitude, bleeds on cursed targets are aggravated. It's bigger damage. Obviously you have to take Necromancy, but this was basically the whole reason I went Blood Mage. After playing Ignite Field Charge on Gemling, I just had the idea, and man, how would a bleed version look? And then the Mage just made the most sense. Caspian Wounds, big survivability, is very strong. Last point, another reason why I went Armor, Energy Shield. We get like Haggis, rubbish. We have like 200 and something Energy Shield on our chest. You can double that with good gear, but still an extra 200 and something alive. Really good. Traveling. Strength. A lot. These nodes are very nice. I can't scroll out. I apologize, guys. I'm out playing that. Internal bleeding is insane. We don't really care about the aggravate because we're already aggravating, but I needed the bleed chance And then obviously the empowered attack dealing more damage. The charge hitting harder, higher bleed. These nodes annoy me, but I needed 10% bleeding to hit 100%. Probably better jewels because my jewels aren't very good. I have 2 jewels like on here with 7%. My other one is here with like 5. I haven't had anything better, fortunately. Gigabusting node damage and ailment damage on any attack build, like if you can get them. HP, resolute techniques, we don't care about crit. His damage good. Breaks more armor, we break more armor too. His damage the bleed as well as cool. Bloodletting and all the points here helps get to cap our bleed to 100% and magnitude. The lay siege and defensive stance combo, 150% damage as well as scaling block, defense, very strong because we're using high armor shields. Points here on Core Guardian makes our armor much higher. Armor of energy SP, so I took Ancient Aegis. Our armor is 55. I think we get up to like 70% with scavenge plating. And AoE, max res is important. These were the last points I took. You could put these anywhere really, like whatever makes attack damage or damage. This is only level 90. You can take the rest of the wheel. Exposed wounds in all these small nodes helps us cap bleed damage, bleed chance. Like, definitely gonna need. That's obviously AoE. Everybody loves AoE. Yeah. My gear is very weak. Like, if you had like Chernobog shield, more levels, like I only have +6 the skill gems. And you can take this if you had like a prism, I believe. Just to put it into context, I did have a +3 amulet, but it was horrendous and I tried to recombinate and it disappeared. The classic. But those +3 skill points gave me 12,000 bleed damage a second. So if you had the +3 here, more skill points, high strength, you get like you get Giant's Blood, you get another 2 here, Prism Belief, that's another +8. That's a hell of a lot of damage. And then if you went Chernobog for the 75, if you get 75% block, then that 75% fire damage would obviously work with your bleed. The scaling of this build is insane. Just tempt me a little bit to try and do this in trade, but I'm not. I don't enjoy the whole trading aspect, but just for you guys, because I'm sure there'll be people who watch this don't play SSF, you can really take this build to them. But using a one-hander, +4 in strength, all that really matters. This Rune of the Sky, like if you can get 2 of these in your weapon, or if you had a 2-hander, you get 3. Like with a corrupted weapon, these things give you so much damage, and all of that damage contributes to bleed damage. So it's really insane. Armor energy shield helmet, not very good. I need the intelligence for the curse, but the rest and life resistances. I allocated Hawkins Smash because I didn't feel like I was getting needed a bit more stun build up over here. Yeah, but in the perfect world, you would want like a one, yeah. Blood tearing, magnitude of bleeding, and physical damage. Perfect. My shield, like you, there's another 400 flat on the shield too. If you didn't go the Chernobog route, that's a hell of a lot of damage. But I needed to cover resistances. You know, it's not bad. Like 2,000. Rings, that damage is good, and resistances. Venipuncture. This is a very common unique, but I don't feel bad putting it in a build that I did SSF. But if you're in trade, it's very, very cheap. Probably like a 1 exalt item. This ring, I did actually try and make this build before, but I ripped like level 79. I didn't have this ring at the time, and I think that like it saved me 15 points. I had to come all the way down here to all these to cap out. So that ring was a big win. Chris Lava's coil obviously is also another massive damage increase if you could run it. My belt is just life, strength, and chaos threads. Gloves, +2 to melee gems. That to attacks is good. Res, if that mana was life. Hog, it's not. It's SSF. Get what you can. And then my boots, strength, res, life. The charms, I just use bleed and poison. My builds. 9% chaos res is not quite capped. Probably get there. Okay. Yeah. Chaos res. Obviously, I've used chaos res here. Oh, this is my chest piece. Right. Spirit race, very nice because I needed some of that to cover like things like cannibalism, vitality, etc. Strength, life, double res, decent-ish armor and energy shield. That's 242 life for us because of the Crimson Power. I don't know how much Arbiter chest would give if you went that route. That's also an option if you get it in SSF or a trade environment. Yeah. Super happy with this build. It's very fun to play. I leveled with shields. In the previous video, shield leveling feels very, very good. Got very, very strong. Even though we're blood magic, I have a master because of Charlie's gift. Yeah, the build is tanky enough. Like, I haven't had any problems in like tier 15 maps. When I do a build guide, I normally stop at like level 90, just because it's a realistic level for most players who play the game. I think with 1.0, like I might push a character to 100 eventually, but right now I don't see the need. But yeah. Guys, I don't know if you're going to make it this far in the video, but if you do, if you like the content, please consider just hitting that thumbs up button, subscribe, help your boy climb, you know. I'm not looking to be the next big thing, but I don't know. This little YouTube channel going. We'll be streaming again with the new league and stuff. So if you say hi, drop a follow there. But yeah, you know, help your boy out. I hate doing stuff like this. Just like begging. But yeah, help your boy out. But yeah, I don't know if I'll do any more build guides. 0.2, obviously I was late to the party. I will definitely be doing some for 0.3. I might do a video on like my thoughts of what I'd like to see improved in the games, that kind of thing. Hopefully my mouse will work next time. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully some of you can take this build to the next level. But for SSF guys, by the way, you guys watching.